All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Just finishing getting everything set up here. And we will get rolling. We've got 36 holes tonight. We're going to be playing all overseas. We're going to play Troon and Portrush, which should be fun for me. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like my thing's giving me problems here. All right, that's all set up there. Okay. All right. I don't know what the heck's going on. But we're going to hit some golf balls, all right? Welcome in. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it. Whew. I'm a little sore after last night. That's okay. Looks like we didn't update the thumbnail, which is okay. No big deal there. But just go ahead and post this on Discord, and then we'll get rolling. Put that there. There. Send this out to my brother. Let's see what he's doing. See what he's doing. Have him come make fun of me for my swing. That'll be okay. All right, let's go ahead and start to get loose here. We are going to go play across the pond, excuse me. Play 36 holes tonight. Oh. I'm playing a lot of golf, which my body's not used to. So it might take me a hot minute to get loose. Got 38 degrees in the garage, a couple beers sitting here on the side, and it is my birthday today, so this is a good day for me. I'm really excited to play golf on my birthday. It's been, I think the last time I played golf on my birthday, I think it was 14 years old, and I played a golf tournament down at TPC Tampa. I said all I wanted that year for my birthday was to go down and play golf. Or I wanted to play golf on my birthday. And growing up in Virginia, some days you had it, some days you didn't. And so we just decided to go to Florida and play in a tournament. So that's what we did. I played horrible, but that was a little bit better, distance-wise at least for me. I also think that was awfully close to a shank. That's okay. Nice, Capitals just scored. Went up 2-1. Should be a little right. Maybe. Okay. I'll tell you what though, the distance is actually a little bit better tonight. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had my golf ball sitting inside and my golf club sitting inside. But those all feel pretty good. Moving on. Hit some pitching wedges. Ooh. Get the old driver out of here. New driver out and ready. Okay. Change the Skytrak club from the lob wedge to a pitching wedge. Hit a couple of these, probably 6 irons. Maybe a 2 iron or 2 and then a driver. Here we go, this pitching wedge. Okay, actually much better launch angle for me. Normally I was putting up numbers that were through the roof. To be in that optimal range is actually encouraging. I did think, just after watching back some of the videos, I think my ball is way too far forward in the stance for my wedges. So a slight setup change here tonight. See if that makes any difference. That should rein in the ball a little bit and not have it be going so far left. It might be why I was feeling like I was coming on top of the golf ball. See that there, like the club coming inside out is really nice. That one felt left. But still, that's even better than what we have been doing. And that feels a lot better distance-wise. So with that little setup change, I actually want to hit an 8 iron and see if this thing actually starts going something more true to the course numbers, which is 170. So if you've been following along, I've been hitting this thing about 150 yards on the sim, which is really, really short for me. So here we go, 8 iron. It felt fantastic. And that's a better number. So we picked up about 7 yards just by moving the ball in my stance a little bit, which is good. And you can see this, the club pad's inside to out, which is also good. Let's try and juice this one. And we hit it really fat. So that's not a good one. That never happened. We just ignore that one. All right, here we go. Again, try and hit an 8 iron hard here. It was definitely hard. I think it was too far left though. It's closer to a real number for me, which is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop up. We'll hit 2 6 irons. A couple 2 irons. Driver, and we'll get out on the course. I think we're going to start with Troon and then go to Portrush. So here we go, we're at 6 iron now. Felt really solid. Yeah, that's about right. Anywhere like 185 to 190 is a 6-iron for me. And that ball flight was fantastic too, pretty darn straight. It might be leaked a little, right? It's got a little stuck. A little stuck. Still not a problem. All right, final 6-iron. Ooh, that's thin. That ain't pretty. Curious the number that it travels though. Yeah, okay. Bad swing. All right, moving on. Hit two 2-irons because we should have this shot a decent amount today. We're gonna hit one normal and then we're gonna hit one stinger. Okay. This is gonna be our stock normal 2-iron here. Oh, Richard, we've got 38 degrees. 38 degrees. So it is, it's definitely not warm. Okay, slight pull. Okay, not horrible. Not great. How you doing, buddy? Did you guys have a good Christmas? And now we're going to try and just rack a low 2-iron here. Stinger, again, we want to go sub 10 degrees on the launch. That'll do. It's a bullet. Just got to hold that face open a little bit more. 8 degrees on the launch. That's what we're looking for. All right, hit 2 driver swings just to shake off the cobwebs, get our bearings. We're gonna go play. And we did find out last night that hitting the Pro Vs instead of the Kirkland balls for the driver swings actually made a pretty good difference. So here we go, driver. That works. It's crazy that it says that is a high launch. Like looking at that purple line, that to me still looks so incredibly low. It says at 16 degrees. So let's see if we can't crank that down. It's definitely lower, no? It ran like crazy. 1200 on the spin. Pretty low. 170 on the ball speed, so not perfect, but it's okay. It'll do the trick. All right, so let's go play here. Let's go play. Oh yeah, 38 degrees is not fun, I'll tell you what. And I feel the elbow surgeries more and more when I play out here. Okay, Troon. We said we would play Troon first. I think that's the, wait, which one's more difficult? Yeah, Troon's the easier one. So we're gonna Portrush. Play Portrush, full 18. Everything the same, back tees. Give it a fair whack, see what we got. I don't remember these holes all that well, to be perfectly honest with you. So, we got 296, pot bunker down the left. So this should just be a stock driver, nothing crazy. But before we get started, we need a beer, as it is my birthday. And I can't not have a beverage on the golf course while it being my birthday. So we got 296. Looks like if it gets that far, it covers the bunker. So let's try and hit a cut off that left bunker and have it move away from that trouble on the left. Here we go. Ball should fade. It's not. Do we carry? Oh. That's simulator golf. You can't tell me in any world that ball does not plug in that bunker and be absolutely wrecked. But we're gonna take it. We'll take it and run. We'll call it a birthday bounce and move on. So what do we got? We got 117 up the hill. I have a bad habit of leaving these short. So let's take a little extra club. We're gonna hit a 3/4 pitching wedge, as I think 52 spins off the front. So nothing crazy here. 3/4 wedge should be a good number for us. A little left to the target, a little deep as well. Okay, so that adjustment with the ball position definitely has added to the distance, which is a positive, but I'm gonna have to reacclimate myself a little bit. So let's set up a little bit left here. We got like 16 yards down the hill. Gentle left to right slope. So we want to carry this one probably about, say like 8 yards and let it roll out the rest of the way. Mort, how we doing? Oh, creep down there, ball. All right, rolled out a little bit more than I thought. Maybe that's the links adjustment. Take a par on the first. How are we doing, Mort? Did you guys have a good Christmas? 552, par 5. It's 280 that corner. It looks like it gets incredibly narrow. 313 to there. So I think that should be a good spot. Completely blind tee shot in real life. Let's hit that same cut again. So that way if we do miss it right, it's all right. Yeah, I did have a good Christmas. Sorry, I said birthday. Today's my birthday, Mort. Yeah, it was a good Christmas. The kids got spoiled rotten. They had a lot of fun, and I feel like it was the first Christmas where it was like magical for them. So that was really fun to see and experience. Here we go. Cut driver, should be a good club. Oh, that's no good. That's dead. That's deader than dead. Eek. This is one benefit of a sim, although it looks like we've got quite the hill in front of us, which we do. Again, in open conditions. You're punching this ball out. In simulator conditions, we're going for the green in two. So let's hit high hybrid here. Up 9 feet, 250. This should be about all we got. So here we go. It's a big, full hybrid. I hit it really solid. It was a toe hook though. We're going from bad to worse. Although I think we're far enough left where we'll be okay. I think that's the first hook I've hit with this club, which is actually a fairly common ball flight for it. And look at that, we're good 56-yard pitch shot. Perfect layup, exactly how we drew it up. But let's see. 56 playing 60. So the miss on the sim for these tends to be a little short. So we're going to try and hit it a little bit harder. Let's see what we can do. 60-yard pitch shot. That's pretty good. Didn't get within the gimme range, but all in all, that was a very good strike for me. So we'll take it. Got a par 3 coming up, 183. Downhill, oh, that's a tight boy. Let's hit 7. Oops, 7 iron got stuck in the bag there. So let's hit 7. Hit a nice full one. If anything, it's going to come up like six yards short, which is not the end of the world. We can live with that. Take our 2-putt and get out of there. We just want to focus on hitting some more greens and some more fairways tonight. That should be our goal. Just find a little bit more consistency. Here we go, full 7 iron. Oh, strike was fantastic. That was a beautiful swing for me. Yeah, like we said, it was 8 yards short. Right at it though, ball flight was fantastic. All day, take par. Ooh, big boy. 471, which means we're gonna have to hit driver. And we're gonna have to hit you straight. There's a 300-yard carry. Should be a good number. Right on that line. Hit a good one. Here we go. Nice full driver, let it rip. That was a toe ball. Whew, boy. We got to get this thing dialed in again. 1,000 spin. That is like next to nothing, huh? 185. We were playing from the long stuff a lot early in this round, which means our score is very generous for what it should be here at Portrush. It should be probably the 3rd or 4th time we're punching out. What I need to do, off stream I'll probably do it, is I'll set up the, what's it called? Like the live penalties and mess with that. I have no idea what it'll do, so I don't want to look like a complete idiot while I'm out here playing for you guys. So let's hit a hard cut 6 iron here. Full. Oh, it's fat. That's not going to get the job done. So it'll be a double cross. Hopped out of the long stuff. Okay, we need to start figuring it out a little bit here. We're reeling early. The 21 yards, I think we go upstairs here. Like upstairs short and let it just trickle down. I think that's the call here. So let's go upstairs with it. That works. That was actually really well struck. Although of all the holes to get birdie, probably not the one that we deserve, but oh boy, and I can't pick up a golf ball tonight. Let's not do that. We're going to break a window. Okay, so we have really escaped here. Oh yeah, this is the drivable guy downhill. Yeah. Yeah, more. That was pretty sweet, huh? Okay, so 315 plays like on that line. We can absolutely get this ball to the green. It's just a matter of not hitting a massive hook. So I think what's happening is I think I'm falling away from the golf ball big time with a ton of weight on my back foot at impact. So we need to make sure we get through it and follow through. I think that'll help us not go massively left. Let's try that. That's a much better ball flight. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 8 feet with the driver. It's back-to-back birdies. How about them apples? You take that all day. Fantastic. That was a much better swing. Okay, what does that say? Playing 190. It's going to be a 6-iron. So we're going to hit a full 6 here. Can we make it a turkey? Get 3 in a row. Let's see. Let us find out. Strike was fantastic. Little draw, left to the pin. Ooh, we smoked it. That's a big 6-iron for me. Carried at 197. Ooh, boy. What's interesting though is I did hit that one with the what's it called, the 6-iron, or 6-iron, with the Pro V, which I don't normally do on the sim. So that could be a couple extra yards there, which is actually pretty cool to see. Big boy. Let's not get carried away, Mort. Okay, same kind of thing on the driver here. Try and not fall away from the golf ball and finish our swing. Here we go. Just a stock driver and knock it out there. Oh, that's a shame. That one felt pretty darn good off the face. Give it another try. Same swing thought here, nothing crazy. That's a heel ball, should be cutting, or it didn't register. Okay, over 2. Third time's charm, maybe. Third time's charm. That's a toe ball again. And kick right. No kick right. Okay, looks like we're gonna be laying up here. Let's get to, wait, it's got me going at the flag. All right, I know I've been hitting the ball far, but 301 out of the gorse. Skytrak, you are on drugs. What is it to here? 77, 91 yards, 208 yard shot. So let's hit a 5-iron, wherever that's hiding here. So we're gonna hit 5-iron out there. Just the full stock guy. It should be perfect. There we go, smart layup, nothing crazy. Short of the bunker, no problem. Could be a little left though. Yeah, pulled it. And again, in real life, you are dead, deader than dead. In the sim, you're not dead. All right, so we got 105 yards. 3/4 52. Again, let's move that ball back in the stance a little bit. Should lower the ball flight for us. Should be a good number for us. Here we go. 105, 3/4 52. Yep, good swing. Just slight pull off the face. 15 feet for birdie. Sim net's 2-putt. Okay. Just gonna blow my nose here, guys. Give me a hot sec. We've got the flu running through our house. I don't think it's caught up with me yet, but I feel like my time's coming. I really don't want the flu this year. So, okay. What do we got? It's saying hit driver. So, you know you got to twist my arm to do that. We're going to hit driver. And let's try and not hit a pull hook here for a change. Let's try and hit a cut. So we're going to try and hit a cut driver. Let one rip. Nice aggressive swing with it. Although she's not really cutting. Again with that left garbage. What is that? That's how many driver swings? Every single one of them, same spot? At least we're consistent. Consistently bad. Okay. 125. Let's go ahead and hit a pitching wedge. Pitching wedge, and we will go 3/4. If we can, we're going to try and hold the face off a little bit to have it fall right. That should be the right number. So we're going to hit a little high, right falling 50 pitching wedge, excuse me. Here we go. It is falling right. Is it enough? No, just a little short. Huh. Mort, that has been my problem for the last probably 5 or 6 years. And I think I told you this before, but one drill that's really good actually is to put like a golf ball underneath your back, like the right side of your foot. I'm serious. Like if you look at my swings, the majority of my swings are pull hooks or weak right when I leave the face open. So most of the time, it's my swing path is the same as yours, but I don't leave the face open. I over-rotate the face, and I hit 8. That's where you're seeing these drives left to left, left. I'm over the top on every single one of them. So we'll try and fix it here, but so one thing I find is that I'm going backwards, and that's causing everything to sort of flip out and over. But a lot of people will put like a ball under their like the outside of your right foot, and it like forces that kind of motion in. So it's extremely difficult to go over the top when you have it set up like that. Another good one too is the towel drill, which I think is probably the classic. So you put a towel under both arms, keep your swing connected, because it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to come over the top when you're keeping yourself in like that. So here we go. I'm going to not try and come over the top. We're going to try and smoke one here. We're going all out on this guy. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Yeah, but my problem is at 115, 118 club head speed when I'm off a fraction, like I am off by 30 yards. It's not a 15-yard miss, it's 30, 35. Here we go. I want that same swing that I just had. Fucking A, Skytrak. That's 2. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Finally, and I crushed that ball. Absolutely crushed that one. There we go. Feel good on the range, good on the course. Another thing too that I feel like helps me a lot when I've got that feeling more, and it's not that I actually go 3/4, but I tend to get, when I get long is when I get that problem. I have like a reverse pivot when I'm really struggling. But what I try and do is I try and feel like I stop about here. I never do, right? Like I end up getting to here. But when I stop a little bit short, I feel like I'm stopping short, it ends up being a much better result. So here we go, full 58. Got to juice it up the hill here. No, that's weak and right. Oh, it didn't pick up. We got lucky. We got lucky. Yeah, give it a whirl. I mean, try and just hit 3/4 shots on the range and try and carry a similar feeling when you get out on the golf course. Like I said, you won't be 3/4. It's just going to feel like it. Be enough, ball. Okay, it's a fine result. I mean, it's not great, but for how we've been hitting our wedges inside 20 feet, I think is still pretty solid. Still pretty solid. All right, driver. I think, yes, we can go probably a little bit right of that, if I'm being honest. Try and go there. I think we got enough to carry the corner on that. Gives us a little bit less in. So let's try that there. Driver, just a full stock swing here. Nothing crazy. We don't have to try and kill it. Don't have to try and work a cut or anything. Here we go. Just a good, smooth driver swing. That is not good. Ooh, we got lucky. Brett, how we doing tonight, buddy? I think it depends. So one of my favorite drills to do on the range, especially if I'm struggling, is take like your 6-iron. No, but it's interesting, Mortho, because it'll teach you a lot about the golf swing, even if you don't feel like you're hitting it consistent or whatever, is try and hit a massive slice and try and hit a massive draw on the range, right? So you over-exaggerate everything that you're doing, and it teaches you a little bit of like what that feels like. But I mean, when I go out on the course, Brett, I do not try to work the ball. I work the ball in here just because I'm messing around. That's got to carry hard. Oh, that's absolutely dead. Fucking A. Well, it's the first one we missed right, so whatever we did adjustment-wise in our head, it did the trick, but we found, what, one fairway tonight? Whew, boy. Full pitching wedge, 136 yards. Again, in real life, you're looking for a prayer from here, but on the sim, we get to work on a full golf swing with a pitching wedge. Here we go, full wedge. Should be a good number. That's left, pulled it. It's not going to be any good. We're chipping there. Pulled that. 20 feet, we have chipped in once tonight with a flop shot. Let's see if we can do it again. It's about the same distance. Same kind of shot. We're not going to go as high with this one though. Yeah, for me, when I'm completely lost, I'll probably hit like a full bucket of balls where I'm trying to do anything, hit anything but a straight shot. So I can try and figure out what the hell I'm doing. All right, let's carry this about 10 yards, somewhat soft. It's a good shot. But yeah, if you ask, I mean, even if you look at the guys on tour, Brett and Mort, 90% of them hit the exact same shot on every swing. Like take Colin Morikawa, for example. He's hitting a cut on almost every shot. Dustin Johnson now, all he does is hit cuts. John Rahm loves to hit cuts. So even the best in the world are still consistently playing one ball flight that they can rely on at any given time. Yeah, same with Scotty. You see Scotty hit a draw when he's sitting there finishing like that, which is how I feel like how I need to swing in order to hit a draw these days. I just hit pulls, I don't even hit draws. Let's try and draw this one though. It's a toe ball. No, Fleetwood's ball flight is so mint. Yeah, I mean, it all boils down to your preference. For me, I like to see a draw, like it fits my eye way better. So I prefer to hit more draws. That ball's pummeled. That's the one we've been looking for all night. Yeah, what's interesting though is I do hit a lot of cuts here. When I'm hitting it good, it's a cut. No, well, so the reason more that I come over the top is, so up until I was 18 years old, I used to hit this massive high push draw. I mean, it was just, I'd hit huge balls off the tee with it. And then I had 3 elbow surgeries, right? And so for me coming in here, especially because the tendon that I ripped in half is on the inside of my arm from baseball, like it was for like 6 years, I could not get the club underneath the line. Like I could not, like physically could not do it. And that's when I started coming over the top, but I started playing, and I started playing like a little pull draw, because that's just the way that it ended up working out. Here we go, full 8-iron, 163 yards. It's got to go a little bit, I think. Did not get all of it. Yeah, I hit it a touch heavy. Touch heavy. Well, Brett, to be fair, I think I've been playing golf since I was 2 years old, and I have hit thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of golf shots in my life. So that's why I'm able to play with it. It's just just a lot of repetitions of the same thing. Even though it's not a perfect move, it's something that I've done thousands and thousands of times. I think we got to go on that. Yes, we do. Shit. It's our first bogey of the night. I'll tell you what, Mort, I will, actually, I have a short of one of my driver swings from behind. I think it was one of the first shorts that I ever posted. I am over the top in that golf swing. It's just, I held the face a little bit. I'm not saying it's like Dustin Johnson-esque, but it's one of those things where at the top of the top of the swing, I am wildly shut. I just hold the club face off like crazy in order to hit a cut. Okay, this is a par 5. I'm gonna try and step on one. I don't really care where it goes. I'm just gonna try and hit this puppy hard. That's the goal here, hard. Here we go. Come on. Let's see what we got in the tank tonight. Not if we hit it off the toe, Tommy. That ball's not going to be in the air for more than 2 seconds. Well, I hit a fairway, it's just the wrong one. Fuck, you suck. And being perfectly honest, Brett and Mort, my score here being at 2 under, I should not be at 2 under. Oh, we can go for this. I'm hitting the ball so incredibly wild tonight. And it's just the fact that we're on a simulator, not a real golf course, that we're fine. Actually, in real life, I wouldn't be that upset with this because we're not in the gorse. So we're going to hit hybrid from 248 and see if we can't get one out there. Close to the green. Here we go. I hit it solid. It's going left again, though. So, Jesus Christ, that's like 60 yards left. See, I don't deserve to be 2 under. I do not. In real life, I'm probably pushing 85 with how I've hit the ball tonight. If we're being perfectly honest. Because being 42 yards here, like where I'm at right now, is absolute death. Here we go. Low spinner. See, like I don't really deserve a birdie on that hole. Yet we're walking away with one. So that's not real. 183 down the hill, plays 172. This is a 7-iron. So let's hit ourselves a 7. Should be just a smooth 7. Nothing crazy here. Don't need to hit it too hard. Should be the right number. I think I left it out right. Is it coming back though? No. No. Honestly, I was close. Just got stuck a little bit. Got stuck a little bit. We've had particularly good luck out of the bunkers. We chipped in out of the bunker once. Not today, but in one of the previous rounds. So let's hit a high softy here. Try and carry it about 6-7 yards. Weight on the front foot, really outside the end, super weak grip. Hold the face open. Something like that. That will work. It's a lot easier hitting off a mat than out of a bunker too. Okay. Looks like we can take a healthy whack with driver here. 302. Just hit a fairway. Just hit a stinking fairway. Maybe we're too far away from the golf ball. So let's scooch in a little bit. So we are hitting a ton of balls off the toe tonight. Let's go. Stock driver. Just find the fairway, please. That's another toe ball though. It's gonna work. It's not pretty. It's gonna run like crazy. But that might have like 1200 spin. Jesus, 112 on the swing speed. We definitely did not go with that one. All right, so this is redemption for the last one. We get that same 172 yard shot. So let's hit a 7-iron. Should be the perfect number. We'll go from there. There it is, man, that left ball. All night tonight. All night tonight with that left ball. Luckily, our pitch shots have been pretty dialed. Saving us big time. So uphill, that looks crazy left to right. So let's go out to the left here. Yeah, that is a huge slope there actually, now that I'm looking at it. Let's play it out here. All right, go upstairs with it hit soft, or land it soft at least. Carry it about 20. Carry it a little deep. Yeah. Not a horrible shot by any means, but it is going to drop us one shot. Making bogey. Okay. 389. So we finally get to hit a 2-iron tonight. It is telling me, what is it, 380 something on that line? Or 280 on that line. And we can actually hit driver. So let's do that. Let's go about here though. 295 on that line. So we're not getting anything crazy here. Try and hit a big high cut. Go from there. All right, so we're gonna hit a cut driver on that line. Ball should cut, it did not. Fucking A. We are wild off the tee. Wild. Wild. Plays 115. We're going to go 52. Hard 52. Should be a good number for us here. All right, hard 52. Right at it. Here we go. Felt good, maybe a little left, or a lot left, and long. Whew. Why are we so far left on everything? I'm trying to think if like I'm lined up funky. Because it is consistent, right? It's not like it's doing something different every time, like I am on that line. All right, here we go, 16 yards. Let's pitch it about 8, let it roll out the rest of the way. Go from there. Sit down. Okay, 5 feet by, it's acceptable. My mat is moving, so I wonder if that has to do with me going left. I doubt it though. Ooh, that's a proper golf hole. 237 up the hill. Place 241. Let's hit our 2-iron here. So we're gonna hit a 2-iron. We don't need to hit a low shot. Let's go, 2-iron here. Oh, that was hit so well. That was hit so well. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that ball is going to hold the green. But again, at 243 yards, that's actually a pretty darn good shot, if you ask me. There's a lot worse places you could end up on this hole. So again, we have a relatively simple chip shot, somewhat straight. We actually have a pretty good chance of holing this one. So let's try and carry it about 4 yards and let it run the rest of the way. Sit. Okay, 6 feet by. Still at 2 under par. Still at 2 under par. Tight boy. Brett, if you don't mind me asking, what is your handicap, sir? We're going to hit driver here. Okay. Driver, pipe one. Let's go. 18. Okay. So what's the big struggle with your golf game? Oh, that's so unfortunate. That ball was hit good. Haven't played a comp. That's okay. I don't play any competitions anymore. I go out and drink and play. That ball is pummeled. That ball is absolutely tattooed. Yeah. Where has that been? Where has that been? That's pretty darn good right there. Yeah, this hole is straight downhill too, so that makes sense. Well, I think the key is, this is probably true for most people, is if you're in play off the tee, you're up around the green in regulation, then it just becomes short game, right? Like, I feel like so many players, I mean, even myself, I'm scratch. For me, it's about keeping the ball in play and then how I chip and putt. Because everything else is manageable, you can work with it. But when I get in trouble, that's when I'm hitting the ball out of play. That's the biggest killer for my game. All right, 71-yard shot. We're going to try and hit a little low runner here. One hop and stop. That was a one hop and stop. I was just 30 feet short. So, no harm, no foul. Looks a little different. We don't have the grandstands coming down 18 at Portrush. 292, we probably want to go a little bit right of that. Being completely honest, probably about here is the better line. And if I remember in the Open, not many people are hitting driver here. It's pretty much 3-wood, so you take that corner kind of out of play. But I'm going to just hit driver because I don't have a 3-wood. My 3-wood's cracked in half. Here we go. Stay left ball. Just came out of it a little bit. Not a terrible swing. Honestly, it's probably closer than what we were doing earlier tonight. 140 yards. It's going to be an easy 9. Easy 9 iron. We're at 2 under. I can't remember if this is a par 71 or not. Well, Brett, then it sounds like, honestly, what that sounds like is you just need to play more, if I'm being honest. Here we go, 9 iron, 140 yards. Oh, that's so much closer to where we want to be. It's not going to be a great result. Get off the green, good. We can chip that. That swing is much, much closer to where we want to be. Okay, chip shot. Cozied up there. This will be our first round under par. So that's good. Last night was a disaster. If anybody caught those rounds, those were terrible. Here we go, up and down. Didn't hit it hard enough. Oh, that's disappointing. Tell me this is a par 71 and I just shot 70. Okay, no. All right. Hey, 71 on the first 18 of the night. That's a pretty good number. If we're playing the course for real, we're not shooting 1 under. because we missed a lot of fairways and some tall stuff. But all that shows me is our chipping has gotten better. So that was Portrush. Let's go play Troon. Get it loaded up pretty quick here. Where's Royal Troon? Royal Troon. Get out there. Okay. So we're going to play Troon. It looks like a proper links hole. .298. It does take those bunkers on the left out of play, but that is a tight looking tee shot. All right, let's try and actually hit a fairway for once. Our goal should be, let's go with 7 fairways. Okay? 7 fairways in this round is our goal. That's our little mini game within the game here for this 18. Oh, that ball is smoked. Holy cow. Okay. Well, that's 1. 1 for 1. Well, Brett, I mean, it sounds, honestly, from everything that you talked about, it sounds like you're doing the right things, right? I think, and I know we talked about it a little bit in Discord, but lessons help. They really do help. You can look at a lot of videos online and YouTube. They're going to give you tips, and they'll give you things to work on, but it's not exactly tailored to you, which is where going to see somebody for a lesson is going to get you that, and that will help you big time. That will help you the most. All right, 51 yards here. Let's hit a good one. I think I'm short. Yeah, short. Nothing pretty. Ho-hum par, that's a slightly disappointing result after our tee ball. Boy, another tight boy. See, here it's telling me not to hit driver, which is so interesting. Because not hitting driver here brings in all those bunkers. Whereas like driver clears all the crap. So we're gonna hit driver again. It's probably not the right play, but I think I found something in that last swing. I wanna see if I can replicate it. So here we go, another driver. That will play. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit more carry too. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe it just took me this long to get loose. It's 116 on the swing speed. 61 yards though. Slightly awkward shot. Links golf here, you're probably bumping it in between those bunkers and letting it hop up. But here we'll hit it a little bit higher, try and get some spin on it. Yeah, we missed by 10 yards. That was nowhere close to what we needed. So we're gonna have to make up for it with a good chip. 12 yards, carry it just on the green, looks about 6. Oh, thanks, Brett. I'm really curious to see what it looks like when it's 80 degrees in this garage. Sit down. Because it is rather, we're warming up. We got a heat wave in here. It's 40. Started the night at 38. Me drinking and talking and all the hot air coming out of my mouth. Just raised it up 2 degrees. So it's saying 302. All right, 1 beer down. That's good. 1 beer down, that means we get the next one cracked open. One thing I will say though is as I get more comfortable on the sim, I'm going to try and, what I'll do is, especially courses like this where they played an open, is I'll try and match the conditions. So if they had like 20-mile-an-hour winds, I'll crank up to 20-mile-an-hour winds on the sim. Right now we're playing like dead calm, which doesn't exactly happen on these courses. All right, so let's try and do the same thing. Big ball here. It's lace, but it's left. Got to carry. Oh shit, sit. We didn't carry that one. 118 on the swing speed though. So we're wet. Taking a drop. Taking a drop at 118 away. Okay. So that was the fastest swing speed of the night, but didn't exactly have the carry. The spin was low. I know it says optimal is like, I would agree, I think sub like 2,000, 1,800 to 2,000 is probably right. And then anything lower than that, for me, just doesn't feel correct. All right, so we're going full 52 here. Go. Wow. I actually hit that really solid. 108. Seems a little light for what I hit that club, but that's okay. So we can normally get that about 125. All right, straightforward pitch shot though. Let's get this up and in for bogey. Sit down, honey, or hit the hole. Don't you get, oh, that's a double. That's our first double of the night. I need a drink after that one. Driver swing, honestly, wasn't that far off. It was not that far off, but it hurt. Certainly hurt. Okay. Let's go with driver here. It's telling me to hit a 250. No. Let's go there, which brings that nasty tiny little bunker into play. So it's not hit it in there. That's not the spot. So we've hit 2 fairways. 2 for 3 so far, which is really good. We want to hit 7 is our goal this round. These are tight fairways. We are playing it aggressive. Here we go. Driver on the par 5. Oh, that was so good. That one was center of the club face and hard. Okay, same swing thought here. good ball. Miss it. Miss it. Oh, fuck. Oh, we hit that so good. Shit. Oh, the one spot. And that's True Links Golf. That's the one spot you can't go. And this time, unlike being in the gorse, we have to go up because that lip will be in play. So I'm going to try and hit a flop shot. I'm going to move it up a little bit. I'm going to try and not miss the simulator and put one of the drywall up in the ceiling here. So here we go. We're going upstairs with it. Oh, it hit the lip. Okay. 230 in. Oh boy. Oh boy. Try and rope a 4-iron here. I deserve that. Well, to be honest, I thought I got it up a little bit. Here we go. Let's see if we can chase this one all the way up to the green. That's everything I got with a 4-iron. Okay, we live with that. We live with that. After that second shot, smacking into the lip, we will absolutely take that. So let's see, we got 13 yards, pretty severe slope. So you got to go over that slope. So it looks about 8 yards is probably our money number here. So high and soft at 8, or the alternative is you'd bump like a 7-iron and run it up, or in all reality, you'd probably putt this. I do not trust putting at all on this thing. So let's go high and soft, 8 yards. Okay, that works. Okay, 2 over, just the one blemish, double on the hole prior. All right, hole 5, 201 yards. Plays right at that number. Let's hit our 5-iron. 5-iron should be the perfect number. Just hit it solid. Landed at like 198. Go from there. Here we go. Full 5. Strike felt fantastic. Line looks pretty good. Distance is good. Great swing. 12 feet from 202. You will never hear a peep out of me complaining about that one. It's a good swing. That's a long way. That is a long, long way. Again, why are we going at 260? Is that bunker right at? Oh, we should. We have a realistic chance of carrying it. I say that, and we went in the last one, so. So what do we got? Are we still at 2 fairways? 2 for 4? Yeah, 2 for 4, because we hit the bunker on the last one. We're at 50%. 7 fairways is the target. Here we go. Hit a nice good one here. it's going right at that bunker, I think. Get right. Shit. We're going to pretend that that's far enough away that we have a stance. But I think if that tells you anything, that's why you... So what do we got in? It's telling me to go 270. I don't have that shot, so we're never going to hit that. Let's try and put ourselves at like 80 yards. 80 yards is about there. Let's go there. 227. We are going to hit a full 4-iron. We can take this one full, no issues at all. So we're going to hit full 4. All the bunkers are out of play. This should be good. So here we go, full 4-iron. Oh, that felt so good. Swing's starting to feel good. Maybe it's the beer. Finally waking up these joints. Perfect. Perfect. We like that number. 93 yards is a good number, excuse me, for us. Let's go here. 93 yards, full 58, green light. Be aggressive. Just didn't carry it far enough. It was always going to spin. Just didn't carry it far enough. Yeah, we carried it 90. We needed 95. We needed 95. All right, shorty, 393. Where does 2-iron put us? Although it is telling us to go driver. Twist my arm. So we've got 3 fairways so far this round. Let's get another one. On that line should be good. Let me just make sure the wife hasn't texted me. She has not. This means we're not being too loud. Perfect. All right, full driver here. Let's give this one a good whack. Same swing thought. It's okay. Give it another swing. That contact felt good, just maybe a little bit low off the face. Give another whirl. That was very well struck. Very well struck. 324 down the middle. No complaints. That will work all day. 73 yards in. Should be a 3/4 58. Shot that I used to love. Not as much anymore, but let's change that here today. Should be a good number. That's a good swing. Ball's rolling under the car here. Okay, 2 over par. On the 8th, we're at postage stamp. 114. Plays like 110. It's a great number actually for a sawed-off 52. Here we go. Carry for me. That's a good swing. 14 feet with the spin. Absolutely acceptable. 2-putt par, 2 over through 8. One hole here before the turn. Par 4, those bunkers are, I think, out of play with the driver. So let's see. Yes, they're out of play with the driver. So we're going to hit driver to here. Looks like middle of the fairway, 298. We've hit what? We hit 3 or 4 fairways, maybe 4? Yeah, we've hit 4 fairways, which is great. Okay. Another good driver swing here. Here we go. Ooh, that's not what I was expecting. Honestly, I was expecting a cut. It did not cut. At least with the impact I made, I felt like it was going to cut. But that's in some deep shit. Where are we here? 146. Again, we're punching out here. Probably taking unplayable in real life. We're going to hit a full 9-iron on the sim. Here we go. That's fat. That ain't getting there. That ain't getting there. That's no good. That's no good. 7 yards, we can probably chip this one in. We just got to carry it about 3 yards. Just left of the hole, see if we can't make one. Here we go. Just missed. Just missed, gave it a good run. All right. On to the next one. On to the next one. 440-yard par 4. Tough golf hole. So it looks like the end of the fairway. Let's hit a cut driver on that line. Should be the right number. So let's go ahead and hit a cut here. Cut driver, a little short of that's no big deal. Oh, you've got a cut golf ball. That ball did not, in fact, cut. I don't know where the hell that ends up. That looks promising, doesn't it? That looks really promising. So let's hit 8-iron. I think we're in the bush. Who am I kidding? All right, we're still at 4 fairways. Here we go, full 8-iron. That was a good strike of the golf ball. Looks like it's going left. It's a good swing. Just a little left. No problem there. Oh, I did miss by 16 yards, which is a pretty egregious pull, but it's okay. 16 yards, let's carry this about 6 yards, let it run the rest of the way. Aim just a little bit left. Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like that ball definitely carried more than that. Guess not. 3 over now. Okay, we got our work cut out for us here. Because I think it gets a little bit more challenging coming in too. And I think that absolutely says it does at 470. That's our line there. That's our line there. Let's hit our nice big hard driver. We're at 4 fairways. We need at least 3 more coming down the stretch. Here we go. Let's hit this one hard. Excuse you. Okay. There's no possible way that golf ball went that far left. So I swear on my life, I did not hit that golf ball that far left. I'm gonna re-hit that one. Because that golf ball, like legitimately, to get on that line, would have to miss my net. Like legitimately would have to miss my net, Mort. I mean, there's no possible way for me in this bay to hit the golf ball on that line and not break something in my garage. There's just no way. So let's, that never happened. We're going back here, 11th hole. Nice driver swing. Let's give it a good whack. That, honestly, was how the last one felt. So for those two to be about 80 yards apart is a little bit alarming. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're going to hit cut 7-iron here. Start this one left to the target. Have it fade back right. Should be a good swing. Perfect number as well. Cut 7-iron. You got a cut ball. You got a cut ball. I think I hit it a little bit off the toe, which took some of that side spin off. It was very close to being a really good swing. That's probably why I was a little short as well. So we're at 5 fairways after that wild mishap on the last one. You know what, we have not hit much 2-irons. So let's do that here. We're gonna hit 2-iron. Proper links golf. Let's try and actually, we're gonna hit a bullet. We're gonna hit one low. So the goal on this swing in particular is 10 degrees on the launch. So we want a bullet. here we go. 10-degree bullet 2-iron. That went a lot higher than 10 degrees, and that is not what we're looking for. It's probably closer to 14 or 15 on the launch. No, it said 11. I don't know if I agree with 11, because I've hit those 10s on the range, and they felt a lot lower than that. Again, we are in the shit. 186 is our plays-like number. Okay, where are we at? We're at 3 over. 74, I think, is a good goal. But let's try and hit a good 6-iron here. Get one close. Sneak away with one for a change. I think that's left. I think we're going left. Strike was good. Just pulled it. Yep. Strike was good, just to pull. Up and down time. Up and down time. 12 yards here. Oh, that is messy when it gets up on the green. These are the ones I think that are very difficult on the sim, because it's like, yes, it says it's wildly left to right, which I agree with. But how far left to right? All right, so we're aiming there. We're actually gonna go left of that. Carry this 6 yards. 6 yards is our target. Holy shit, that is a slope. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Bogey. 4 over. This back 9 is significantly more difficult than the front. Again, though, that placement off the tee is kind of like no man's land. Let's go here. Plays like 308. That's probably the better spot. We're at 5 fairways. 5 fairways on the night. Let's see if we can't get another one here. Let's see if we can give ourselves a chance to make birdie. Ball should fade. Perfect. Perfect ball. All right. I feel like I'm about to fall over on some of these, though, to be honest with you. Okay, this is a full 9-iron all day long. Again, so like on the range, let's move it. I feel like I've been off left of center with all my short irons. Let's make sure we are in the center of my stance. 9-iron, full, perfect number. A little off the toe, it's going to be probably 10 yards short. Yeah, get off the green, good. Because if it's 42 feet, that's a bogey. But if we're chipping, we can get up and down. Up the hill, right to left. Well, it's pretty much just actually straight up the hill there. Here we go, let's carry this about 8. That works nicely. 3 feet underneath the hole. Come on, juggle the ball, boy. Par 3, par 3. Buck 70. Let's see what we're working with here. Plays 69. Let's hit a hard cut 7. So a full cut 7 here. Should be the right club. Let's do it. Full swing with a cut. I think I cut it too much. I think we cut it too much. Oh my God, did we ever? Oh boy. I mean, I definitely missed it, don't get me wrong. But that feels slightly egregious for the strike, which is okay. You get those every once in a while. I definitely didn't miss by 20 yards. Short, at least. Distance-wise, felt a lot better than that. But here we go. We're going upstairs with it. Flop shot, a lot of spin. Got to carry this one 18 yards. Here we go. No, it's a lot further than 18 yards. Come back down that slope. Ooh, that's another bogey. We're falling apart here. For our first round under par to this, we're dropping off here. We're dropping off for sure. I think we need to stop trying to hit cuts with our irons. We were just talking about that with Brett and how you shouldn't hit the shot that you're not comfortable with. He is human. Oh, I am more than human, Brett. I feel like I'm one of a kind on a golf course. I can do things that look really awesome, and then I can do things that make you scratch your head and think, what the hell is this dude doing? All right, we're going to try and take this one to Pound Town, hit it hard. Big high ball, just smoke it. I'm going to try and touch 120 on the swing speed. Let's see if we got that tonight. Oh, everything in my body cracked. It's like a video game in like NFL Blitz. You get to the top of your swing and all my bones break. I really did hit that golf ball hard. Okay, here we go. Try that one more time. I don't know if my body is able to do that 2 times in a row, to be honest with you. We're going to try it. Oh, I hit the shit out of it. It's just left. Oh, that says it wasn't that far. Swing speed, 115. Okay, so 120 is not achievable tonight. Not achievable tonight. 196 in. This is going to be smooth 5-iron. Choke down a little bit, full swing. It's the perfect number. Here we go. A little choke down 5-iron. Oh, that felt so good. It was good. Honestly, Brett, no. I've kind of been blessed with it, where I just, from a very early age, is it telling me I cannot carry that creek? Hold on 1 second, Brett, and I'll answer your question. Oh, we can carry that creek. My golf instructors when I was little told me the best thing to do at an early age, don't worry about hitting the ball straight. Just swing as hard as you possibly can. Figure out the straight stuff later. So from a very early age, everybody that I grew up playing golf with, everybody hit the ball, with the exception of probably like one or two players, hit the ball pretty long, because that's how we were all taught. And our course suited it. So like it was a very wide open course. You could swing as hard as you wanted to. So like from a very early age, we were all just absolutely letting it hunt. Give me 2 seconds. I need to focus up and try and kill this golf ball. I did. That should carry that creek. Yes, sir. Okay. A lot of people do like weighted sticks. Anything obliques. So like fast twitch obliques. Russian twist, super quick. Power balls up against the wall. Definitely help. Anything rotational in the gym will help you with that. And the key is to be, and a lot of places don't allow for it, but try and be as violent as you can with those movements. All right, I don't hit this club very often. This is a 3-iron. It's in my bag. If I was playing a tournament, it wouldn't be in my bag. Let's try and get one up there. This is the right number for it. Hit it pretty solid, maybe a little off the toe. It's not in that bunker. That next one's fine. But yeah, I guess, especially if, and it all depends on like where you are in your golf journey, but if you can afford to try and figure out how to just generate speed and swing hard, try and kill it. Things that I focus on in particular when I'm trying to hit the ball hard is make sure that my forearms and my wrists are about as loose as possible, which is why on the golf course I sit there and I do the Sergio waggles like over and over and over and over and over. One, it's for me as like a mental tick to get comfortable, but two, it's also to loosen all the tension in my forearms. All right, here we go, 17 yards. Flop it up there. Oh, that's way too hard. Get down, honey. Okay, made birdie. Do I like to play with Finn? Yeah. You're super creative there, buddy. Unfortunately for you, it's not my first day on the internet. But I appreciate it. All right, we've got 216. It's gonna be a full 4-iron. Should be a good number. Try and draw it off that right bunker. Should be perfect. I think we left it right. We did. Open the face a little bit. And that killed it. Up and down, scramble time. Scramble time. All right, 16 yards. Relatively calm once it gets up on the green. All right, so let's hit it high, have it land soft. Here we go. Almost dunked it. Up and down for par. Hole 18, I think it's a pretty good par 4 if I remember. Yeah, absolutely. 460. This is going to be driver. And I lost count of how many fairways we hit, so let's just pretend this is for our 7th. So the left bunker should be out of play. Right bunker would be a stretch to get to. I think that the short left one, I think we can cover no problem. So let's give this one a good whack and see what happens. Here we go. Big swing, good drive to finish. Let's find a fairway. Yes, sir. All day. That's the swing we have been searching for. Okay. 316 down the middle. Got a perfect 9-iron in, it looks like, 143. 143 is a perfect 9. All right, let's be aggressive. Yeah, so, let's see. Yeah, I think what would be interesting, Brett, is if you yeah, but I mean, so what's that, like 240, 250, right? 240, 250 is not 18 handicap, that's not a horrible number, right? So a couple things that I think a lot of people get wrong in golf. My dad is one of them, right? Well, what you should do, Brett, get a lesson and do a driver fitting. Right, so getting fit for your clubs does matter. I think take a couple lessons first, then get a fitting. Having the wrong gear, honestly, is is more hindering than having a poor swing. So like my clubs for me are built exactly for my swing, which bails me out a lot. Like if I gave these clubs to anybody else, they would really struggle with them. But for me, they fit me quite well. So 143 here in 9-iron. Let's finish on a good note. It's a good swing. Maybe just left. Way left. Man, that felt good. Yeah, so lessons, fitting, seeing, and you said you're doing a lot of the simulator stuff. So on the simulator, things to focus are on like sort of your dispersion, where your consistent misses are. And you can take that information with you when you go in and see somebody for a lesson, right? So especially if you have like printouts or whatever. I mean, most places when they do a lesson will have something where they can get data. I think all of that's super important. Here we go. Let's see if we can't chip one in, walk off with a birdie, get back to 3 over and shoot our target score of 74. We left it a little short. All right. So our 2 rounds on the night, we shot 71 at Portrush, 1 under. We shot 4 over 75 here at Royal Troon. So those are 2 really good scores. The first 18 felt amazing. Second 18, just not as dialed with our second shots. And we found a hazard which hurt. But other than that, it was pretty good. But yeah, Brett, I think getting a lesson super helpful. And any data you can provide them is nice up front, because that'll be able to give them a little bit of a jump start sort of on what they're looking for. And if you have, another thing too is if you have video on your swing, sending that into the folks you're getting the lesson from is also helpful, just because so that way they're not seeing your swing for the first time when you walk up to the lesson. Brett, I'm happy to hop in Discord here and chat a little bit more. But for the stream-wise, that's going to do it for me. 2 rounds, we got 71, 75 on the books. I think it says 75, doesn't it? Yeah, 75 through the screen, can't really see it. 2 good rounds. Felt fun to play 36 on my birthday. Appreciate it if you guys stuck around this long. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll be trying to stream 4 to 5 nights a week. We won't do 36 every time, but we'll at least get 18 or 27 in every stream. We're going to try out some of the other sort of the game improvement aspects of the Skytrak here in a minute. We'll do sort of the bag mapping, the wedge matrix, and sort of just the like course simulation challenges, and we'll go from there. Drive everything you need, consistent. Yeah, and the other thing too that you don't need a lesson for, Brett, that helps a ton, chipping and putting, right? So for every bucket of balls that you hit on the range, if you spend 30 to 40 minutes chipping and putting, your scores will go, they'll plummet, right? Because even if you're up around the greens, within 50 yards, that is where you make a huge, huge leap. So the 2 years that I played on the mini tours, the first year I hit the ball incredible. I hit every green, every fairway. I putted like an absolute blind man, right? The second year, I couldn't find a fairway to save my life. I was scrambling left, right, and center, but I probably averaged like 6 putts less around, and my scores were identical, right? So even though I was hitting the ball better the first year, you know, I couldn't score, right? So the problem for me has always been, can I score? I've always hit the ball pretty good, but I haven't been able to like put together rounds and score, except for like, I had like a 12-month stretch where I played really, really well. But yeah, throw your swing in the Discord. We'll take a look at it. And if you ever see me green on Discord, just shoot me a message. We can always hop in a chat too, and I can sort of talk you through things too. I don't mind helping that out on stuff like that at all. There's a guy that I work with that we do this actually quite regularly on, where I'll like hop on like a video call with him and just sort of give him tips and tricks. He just started playing golf probably about a year ago, and he's got the itch. He loves it, and we'll play hooky every once in a while. I'll take the day off together and go play golf. So appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic night. And if I don't get the flu from my wife, I'll be back tomorrow. So appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.